Hello student, I am your physics teacher Vikas Biswas. Today we'll study about first chapter electric field and charges, and we'll try to understand the concept of charge, types of charges, fundamental properties of charge, and some questions regarding those topics. Let's start with concept of charge. A charge, it is defined as it is an intrinsic property of elementary particle of matter which gives rise to electric force between various objects. So let's first understand what exactly charge is. The thing is, um, many of you have done the experiment, and you can right now do this experiment. If you have a take your pen and a piece of paper, maybe you can take your handkerchief, okay, and rub it well, and then put a small piece of paper, okay, and see what happens. That piece of paper will be attracted towards your pen. So what happened exactly here? You see that let's say this is your pen, let's say, and you rub it, and there are some piece of papers, so this get attracted towards it, okay. So why is it happening? Because this has developed some charge, okay, develop some charge, and this will induce it and then attract it. Later when we'll come to know that what exactly happens and why it attracts. First, let's try to understand the concept of charge. Why rubbing your pen with cloth develops charge in pen, okay. So let's try to understand a bit of chemistry about this. So we all know that an atom is made of protons and electrons revolves around it. There are electrons and there are protons inside it, okay. Let's say, for example, let's say oxygen atomic number is 8, okay. So that means it has number of proton is 8 and number of electron is 8 also. So 8 protons are on the nucleus, 8 protons are nucleus, and 8 electrons are revolving around it. So while rubbing, some of the electrons might transfer to the other object, okay. So basically what happens, this has earlier 8 protons, and we know that protons have charge 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19, and electron has charge 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So if some charge goes out of here, so what will happen? This earlier 8 proton means 8 into 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 plus minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 into 8, it is equal to 0. So that was earlier, it was neutral. Now when you rub it, some of the maybe 2 or 3 from each atom, okay, move to other object. So it develops maybe positive charge, or it might also happen that some electrons comes back to this one, so it might develop negative charge. So can we say that the positive charge is basically deficiency of electrons, means electrons goes out of that part, and due to the excess of protons inside the nucleus that behave as a positively charged particle. Similarly, can we say negative charge are excess of electrons, because some electrons which is negatively charged comes to that matter, okay. and that develop negative charge, means that number of electrons into charge on the electron. Okay, now let's try to understand this concept by one question. Let's see, and the question you can see on the screen is, two identical pieces of iron A and B are taken. A is positively charged while B is negatively charged. Whose weight is greater? So there are four options given here: A, B, both weight are same, and data insufficient. Okay, first write your answer and then I'll explain. Okay, so now those who have answered B will have greater weight is the correct answer. Now let's try to understand this, why it will happen, why not both are same, and why we don't say that data is insufficient. So let's say this is a metal piece A and metal piece B. Okay, both weight are, let's say, W, same equal weight is there. Now this is positively charged and this is negatively charged. So we know positively charged means deficiency of electrons, means you have removed some electrons from A, and we all know electron and proton are the fundamental particles, so they have very less weight but still they have some weight, isn't that? As a matter of fact, the mass of electron is equal to 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. This is very less, but yes, this has some mass. Okay, so now if it positively charged means you have removed maybe n number of electrons, and if this is negatively charged means you have given some electron, maybe n number of electrons. So its weight will be increased as much as how much? N into 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. Okay, this is very less compared to the its original weight, but still its weight will be W, weight of A will be W initial weight minus N into weight of electron, and weight of B will be W initial weight plus weight of N into weight of electron. So you can clearly see weight of B is greater. Hope you understand. Now let's understand method of charging. So basically there are three main method of charging. Charging by friction, which have we already done at the beginning of the class. Okay, so you rub the two objects and they both get charged. One will get positively and other will get negatively charged. Fine. The other method is charging by conduction. So in charging by conduction, what you do? You take a charged body, let's say this pen is a charged body, and I touch this charged body to another uncharged body, let's say my finger. Okay, this I have touched this one. So what will happen? This pen which is charged will transfer some charge to this one. So here connection, okay, conduction, basically they are connected, so charge flows from one body to other body. So this is called the charging by conduction. Now third method is charging by induction. Induction means you are charging a body, this body is charged, and you are charging this other body, which is my finger, let's say, without even touching it. How do you do that? So let's say this is a body, okay, okay, uncharged body, and this, let's say this is my pen which is charged. Somehow I charged it by conduction or by rubbing. I charged it, let's say positively charged. So what will happen if I put, I'm not conducting it, I'm not touching this to this other body. What I'm doing, I take this pen, charged pen, near this body. So what will happen, this is positively charged body, so this will attract negative charge over here and positive charge over here. So what will happen, if I want to make this body negatively charged, so what will happen, I'll earth this from this side. So this positively charged will disappear because this is earth. And now I'll take this out and this will become negatively charged. So this is called the charging by induction. Hope you understand this.